It's the motherfucking player haters. Oh, yeah.
Player haters.
I don't even want to talk about this week, okay? Look, we all know the Walker family has nothing but deeply rooted themselves next to victory. And that's really it, okay? I think that every time that I play Josh, the cousin plays Chris, and now inadvertently Ray is playing the next closest, and that's Brian, and we all faced total damnation. Okay, so let's just get into this. I mean, who knew that Willie Adames, who had one home run coming in to this week, was going to skyrocket and become the Willie Adames of last year? Boy, probably won't hit a home run all week this week. You're welcome for that curse, Josh. Look, Aaron Judge is, until Aaron Judge gets buried 6 feet underneath the ground, he is going to be the best baseball player that's ever walked the face of the earth. Okay, that's it. Aaron Judge should have been picked number one this year, last year, the year before that, the year before Babe Ruth was even born. Let's just call it what it is. Aaron Judge is baseball. Okay, boom, print that. What is that movie? Where the dude says, "Oh, it's John Michael Michaels is figure skating." Boom, whatever he fucking says his name is. That Will Ferrell uh, uh, movie about figure skating. What the hell movie was that? What is that movie called? Blades of Glory. There we go. There we go. But, anyways, we move on. I mean, it is what it is. Congratulations, Josh. You won fantastically. You bitched the week before. It's so funny. You bitch the week prior. My team sucks. Don't hit home runs. Lights over for me. Look what happens. Okay. But whatever. Congratulations. Thank you, Kyle Stowers, however you say his name. Appreciate the valiant effort towards the end of the week there. Shohei Ohtani is trash. That fucker. Let's say this too. You know what? While I just said his name, and I randomly wouldn't have just said it. Yes, I know I'm not fucking stupid. So no, Shane. I'm not gonna trade you Shohei Ohtani for a half a bag of chips. Okay. But I think it is complete and utter bullshit that one of our managers gets to have Shohei Ohtani in his IL. Shohei Ohtani is not on the injured list. The human being that is Shohei Ohtani, well, he's playing baseball. He's not injured. He can pitch. They're being delicate with him. Yahoo needs to fix that shit. He's not applicable in the pitching. He's not injured. There's a difference. Okay, people? I think it's bullshit that Walker gets to house him in his IL and not in his NA, and also gets to then house an NA player. Okay? Just my opinion. I think that's fucking bullshit. But let me go ahead and a word of caution as I scroll down and look at the players that contributed to this week for me. Do not stream. There is not a pitcher out there that is worth streaming, okay? Unless it's a maybe potential rookie, or unless Nolan Ryan is coming out of his 2 to 3, however many decades of retirement that it's been. Don't stream. I didn't really stream. I dropped Gavin Williams because he's hot trash. Jake Irvin, I thought, all right, he's had some pretty good numbers. He's hot trash. Hunter Dobbins, I'm trying to fill the void here of needing a pitcher. Feels like I do this every year. Let's get into the matchups. Let's focus on that. I'm getting way ahead or behind on myself. I don't know. Congratulations, Josh. You won all the batting stats. We tied in OBP. Apparently, we tied so marginally that Yahoo just couldn't even figure out who actually would have had the highest score. And for the first time ever, a team or two teams tied in OBP. We tied in a fractional category. We didn't tie in quality starts or save plus holds. We tied in a fractional category. How it's even figured up, I don't know. But we literally had the same OBP. I think y'all need to write that down. Thank you to whoever, I think it was Shelby Miller, that gave me a win and got me out of that. No quality, one quality start. Who's the piece of shit that even gave it to me? I don't even know. Tony Gonsolin. Thank you, weird facial haired man. But all these pitchers are trash this year. They are just, nobody is consistent. Nobody. Sandy Alcantara, not good. Nick Lodolo, not looking good this week for your boy. Over here on my side, Shane Baz. One game, that bitch struck out 11 Bostonians. 2 weeks before that, 10 Pittsburgh Pirates. 2 weeks later, hot-ass fucking San Diego Padres. And then a team that's struggling mightily. The dude that looks like, I don't know, like if you paint it in blue, he might be like Papa Smurf. Sorry for the background noise. Anyways, struggle bus. Again, 9-2. Josh is happy and his team is doing the thing that he bitched about the week before. Shane is who Shane is. Shane just is, winning all these close categories. 0.01 ERA. The whip was a little bit more of a marginally changed. Whatever. Marginal difference. 5 out of the 6 pitching categories, they tied in stolen bases. Kind of close in the OBP and the average. Troubleshooters has power. Troubleshooters now this week, if he doesn't make a pickup or a trade, he is not looking so swell. He's got one bench batter in Jordan Westberg. Well, he's on the IL. Tommy Edman, he's on the IL. He's got no second baseman. He's got no backup first baseman. He's got no backup third baseman. He's got no backup outfielders. I don't know, Jesus, if you're playing or if you were just like wanting to give away, but let's make some moves here. Your team's competitive. Pete Crow Armstrong is something of an apparition. Kyle Schwarber, Bobby Witt Jr., Brent Rooker, and Geraldo Perdomo, those guys, they demand that you do something about at least getting a second baseman. I will say that I sent him an offer. He spoke to me this morning. I haven't heard from him in the last 12 hours. So he must be busy. Josh, tap your friend on the shoulder. I believe I canceled the trade, as a matter of fact. I don't play. I'm not waiting around. Just pick up somebody on the waiver wire. Good luck. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. Sorry you missed out on July 4th. Or, July 4th. What the fuck? May the 4th be with you, boys. Guys, I can't stop looking at this thing hanging on my wall. It's a little squirrel holding a baseball, and it is the most adorable thing I own now. It's just pure beauty. It's me in a nutshell. I seen it at Hobby Lobby yesterday, and I had to get it. Okay? It's in my little baseball corner next to my baseball bat and all that goodness. So, when you come over to my house, there you go. Anyways, fits perfectly. All right, so moving on. The matchup that was Shane Troubleshooters. Shane dominated. Congratulations. He's back in number one. He's the best team ever. Go Shane. Moving on. Number 3. I don't even remember if that was the matchup of the week. I'm going to say it was. I think also Mikasa Sukasis. And nope, not them. I think it was myself and Josh. Yeah, we were one matchup of the week because we were in the top. And Shane, Jesus, yep, the other one. All right, let's look at this. We got to address the elephant in the room. How the fuck did it just fly underneath the radar that Nick got Fernando Tatis Jr.? Anybody want to explain that to me? Like, I get that you guys just need somebody to talk shit to or to have as your scapegoat in your fantasy baseball league. But wow, for real? Like, when is it okay that, again, sorry for the background noise, when is it, when did it all just evaporate? Like, at least put it out there that Fernando Tatis Jr. is, I don't know, up for sale. Like, nobody, like, it just was like, hey, Manny Machado, like, let's have the number 7th ranked player in our league, probably, I believe, was drafted in the first round. Just, there it is. Just let's make that trade happen. Now, apparently the trade was proposed to Nick. Sure, Nick's not going to say no to that. The motherfucker's got Christian Walker, Ozzie Albies, Isaac Paredes, Francisco Lindor, Kyle Tucker, Fernando Tatis Jr., Luis Robert Jr., Teoscar Hernandez. Oh, and let's just add insult to injury, Junior Caminero, Byron Buxton. And because he just doesn't need him, Dylan Cruz is now dropped again. It's like, holy fucking shit. That's a fucking fantasy baseball lineup from top to bottom. I don't give a shit that Christian Walker has struggled a little bit in Houston. Oh, and he's got Yanir Diaz too. I don't give a shit. But my God, that one flew under the radar. Anyways, talking about another team, Sean. Yeah, you got one first baseman, but Tristan Casas is done. Turn off the diesel truck for a minute. I think it's Sean. I don't know, man. I can't remember if it's Scott or Sean that drives the truck. I think it's Sean. Pick you up at first baseman, my guy. Or catcher, because you got Wilson Contreras. I don't know why I'm telling you guys what to do with your team. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. I didn't have a catcher for an entire week. And I won, I think. I can't remember. Nick takes that one 9-3. Mandalorians faced off against Jason Scott. He's got a powerful team. 12 home runs, 29 RBIs, 5 stolen bases. No stolen bases for Jason. Jason took 3 of the 6 pitching categories. They tied in quality starts. He was able to get the runs. 8 of them. Because Pete Alonso is doing great, miraculous things. Wow, 8 runs for the big guy. 6 for Seiya Suzuki. I will say it's kind of crazy that Manny Machado last week put up a little bit better numbers than Fernando Tatis, but whatever. You just put him in, you don't worry about it. Look at Javier Baez, third base, shortstop, outfielder. That dude's come back around. Still kind of ranked in the mid 200s. Sorry for the background noise again. Just looking at you guys' team. Sorry, that was terrible radio. Should probably be saying these things out loud. Pretty good pitching numbers for Scott last week. 5 quality starts, 3.88 ERA. Yeah, not bad. Jason, we both know you have a better pitching squad than me. Congratulations on your victory this week. Biggest margin of loss is 11-1. Brian, he put his big boy pants on and he said, I'm going to take down one Dobson one week and the next one the next week. And he did just that. I will say this, and to the wife, do your fucking roster. Holy fucking shit. It's real fucking simple. Every time you take a piss, you sit. Every time you take a shit, you sit. That's when you grab your phone. Us guys have given you the fucking keys. It's right there. Grab your little purple button, take your thumb, push it, and set your roster for the day. My God, you could have got tied in wins and tied in quality starts, or maybe even gotten a little bit like Jesus, dude. Anyways, we won't say that too loud, but check your fucking roster. Hello. I do a fantasy baseball podcast. We have a squirrel holding a baseball. There's baseball bats in your office area and baseballs. These are what we call reminders that we're playing fantasy baseball and you need to check your fucking roster. Anyways, I mean, you could call it a dominant victory. Sorry, guys, I just don't know how well you can hear us trying to make blue milk in the background. But, it's close. There were some stats that were close. There were some other ones that were not. I'm not exactly sure that Riley Green is going to keep putting up those numbers. But, I mean, let's face it. He had a pretty good damn week. So, and then he just drops JT Realmuto like it's a bad habit. So, whatever. And then our second largest margin of victory was Rally Monkeys over Swinging and Missing. That'd be Eric. This was the co matchup of the week last week. 10-2. Yeah, wasn't even up for debate. 11 runs from Brandon Nimmo. You know what? Brandon Nimmo's going down in the Hall of Fame, according to Walker. I guess now, whenever I say something bad about Walker's mediocre team, what is this, son? Nope. That is not good at all. Because it's got blue lemonade. All I got was foam at the top, but that is not good. Nope. It's not that it's too sweet. It's too sour. Not good at all. Anyways, Brandon Nimmo's going to be in the MLB Hall of Fame. Write it down because he's on Walker's fantasy team. Kerry Carpenter is good. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is good. You've got a roster of middling players, my guy. Okay? Like they're okay players. Yandy Diaz, okay. These are not batters that the experts, Walker, are telling you to draft in the top 3 rounds, top 4. Okay? So don't sit there and be like, he said that they suck ass and trash. All right, when you look over at the guy to your left, Bryce Harper, Ketel Marte, Bo Bichette, Mookie Betts, Anthony Santander. Yeah, those are better batters, bro. Don't sit there and try to say that they're not. They didn't perform better last week, but you have guys. Brandon Nimmo has never been this type of guy that's going to get, and then the next day, the bitch just like, I got 9 ribbies, but he was out the next day. He went 0 for 1 because he came in to like pinch hit, and then 0 for 4. And he's a little fucking bitch because every time he gets walked, he runs to first base because like that's somehow going to speed up the game. By the way, I need to point this out. I was sitting there watching the Braves-Dodgers baseball game over the weekend, and a certain player came up in the pinch run. His name is Hyesung Kim. I'm sitting there like listening to the commentators, and they're like, this is a second big league game. And I'm like, what are they talking about? No, it is not. I was under the impression that was Hyesung Kim, not or yeah, like Ha-Seong Kim, who is I believe he plays now for. Hold on, I have to look this up. Ha-Seong Kim, where does he play? Yeah, it's so crazy. He plays for Tampa Bay. He's on the IL right now, but you guys remember him last year for playing with Padres. I was totally thrown off. Like, it was kind of crazy. That I was like, wait, what? No, no, no. Very similar in name. I believe it's HA hyphen SEONG Kim, and then the YE is obviously the difference. That's the difference. Ha-Seong and Ha-Seong. Wow. Anyways, those are your recap of last week. And I threw in a couple of extra anecdotes for you guys to digest and bitch about and whatnot. I don't care. Hope it creates some good fodder. This week, myself and Jason will face off. Shane will face off against Scott, Mandalorian. Benchwarmers will face off against Ray. Nick will face off against Jason. Hitman will face off against Jesus. And Agents of Chaos, Brian, will face off against Walker. Well, there is only one matchup between two top 6 teams, and that's me and Jason. So, Jason, we stand alone this week as a matchup of the week. However, I do love a good co-matchup of the week, and let's give it to Brian and Walker. They've been very active in the chat, and I think this will be good for both of these guys to just trade blows of, who's got the better mediocrity. I'm just fucking with y'all. It's good shit. But Bryce Miller will go face off against Carlos Rodon tonight for the two guys. That's the only 2 starting pitchers they have. So yeah, Carlos Rodon is in a delay right now, and Bryce Miller is going against the Athletics in that Sacramento, and the way he's looked, get ready to start counting the homers. Another thing I wanted to just touch on is, dude, I don't know, guys. Like, I know chicks love the long ball, but I'm over this solo shot bullshit. Did y'all see the stat line from the Kansas City Baltimore Orioles game where they hit 11 solo home runs? 11 solo home runs. That means that people were not getting on base before you, and all you guys were doing was just selling out for power. And baseball just, like, it's lost its luster, man. It's lost its ability to really just kind of, I don't know, like, entertain, like, get on base. Your batting averages are dog shit. You guys are all selling out for power. Get on first and then work around and try to get them there. Have your speed. Like it blows my mind that Shohei Ohtani is batting number 1. What happened to the days of the best hitter on your lineup batting 4th? Cleanup. Why? I get it. It's now the new strategy. Well, if he bats first and puts 1 run on the board, well, then there you go. Dude, you got fucking Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman on. Put them motherfuckers ahead of them. And then if they get on, which they should be trying to get on first and then second, that's 3 runs, you stupid fucks. Let's count, okay? I mean, Jesus, dude, what are we doing, man? This baseball is just... Another home run. Oh, it's out. Oh, it's gone. It's out of here. But that was just 1 run. Yippee-ki-yay. Like, Jesus, dude. Like, if it weren't for the fact that Alex Verdugo got on base twice in Sunday Night Baseball, the Braves might have lost that damn game. Okay? So, Jesus. It's time to get back to small ball and just figuring out where to put the ball except in the stands. Get off my lawn. All right. I'm done. I believe I've said everything I wanted to say. 23 moves. Make your bets. When am I going to be done with 60? And how many moves have I already made off of other people's rosters? That's a gooder question, because I don't know. I don't remember. All right. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy your tequila and tacos. Your tacos. Tacos. Anything else? Do I have anything else? It's the motherfucker.